Hi guys, Paul here from ManiacsMeat podcast, joined with
Josh.
Mike and Josh and Josh and Mike. I mean, we're Paul. Yeah, I'm Joshy Mike.
I'm Josh.
We're here with the year of my birth, 1981.
Oh, he was really coming out.
I really did come out. I haven't fully come out of the closet. I'm actually wearing panties at the moment, but my mom knows that I'm a faggot.
Ed Wood did too,
So
jumping
there you
out of
go.
an airplane. So.
Absolutely. But we're gonna actually, right? In all honesty, we're actually talking about a star-studded cast of events for this year.
81
is magnificent, and I'm talking about. We're talking about mainstream movies
Big
and
movies,
horror,
yeah.
right?
We're talking big.
So we're talking about big movies here. We're going to focus on the horror for 1981. We're doing our over-year 80s year and decade in review. And of course, that was fan picked by you guys. So thank you very much. And make sure that you are part of the Instagram page, ManiacsMeat _podcast, the new page that came up that happens to have 1,600 followers. And I don't know how that happens. But thank you very much.
Apparently, it's very popular.
Yeah, we're very popular, thank you very much for that happening. Let's go over the some of the films that we have in this year just to show you what we're picking from, and there are some heavy fucking hitters, especially if you're really into the underground horror. This isn't the whole list. I did truncate it to a little bit just because my hand got tired.
Yeah.
So we go. We have Absurd, also known as Anthropophagus Part 2. With George Eastman, The Alchemist, American Werewolf in London, of course, David Noddington, the Dr. Pepper Kid, as you know, The Beyond, of course, Fulci, The Black Cat, Fulci, Blood Beach with John Saxon, I do believe, Bloody Moon, The Boggins, which I think the toy company actually used the same thing as The Boggins for that one, Burial Ground, and of course that was with the 30-year-old nipple biter.
I love that movie.
Yep, Cannibal Ferox, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Right? Big one for you. Deadly Blessings, Demonoid, Don't Go Into the Woods, Evil Speak, The Evil Dead, Fear No Evil, Final Exam, Friday the 13th Part 2. When you really start seeing Jason, of course, The Fun House, which is a Tobe Hooper film, Full Moon High, Galaxy of Terror, Sig Haig, and Robert Englund, a great film.
Mm-hmm.
Graduation Date, Halloween 2. Halloween 2 might be one of the films that are on the list, but I can't actually put it on there unless it's compared with Halloween 1 because it's a beautiful sequel. Hell Night with Linda Blair, Home Sweet Home with Jake Steinfeld, House by the Cemetery, again Fulci, Howling, which is one of my favorite films. In Seminole, Just Before Dawn, The Monster Club with the great, Vincent Price and I believe Peter Cushing as well.
Yeah.
My Bloody Valentine, which stands alone.
See that on the list.
Night School, Nightmare, Omen 3, Piranha 2, The Pit, Prowler, which we all know Prowler, Scanners, of course, Strange Behavior, Student Bodies, and of course Albert Finney with Wolfen. So that is a massive list for 1981. Very serious year for horror, very serious year for films in general, and I know there's a lot of people who want to say a lot of things about this film. I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues right now and let you hear what they have to say about their favorite film from 1981, and of course the other films we mentioned. So,
Well, 1981. So, like you said, huge year
Massive.
for movies. I mean, my initial go-to was, of course, Evil Dead, because Evil Dead.
mm-hmm.
We had a long discussion about it on a previous podcast. Beautiful horror film for the genre and everything it did. I didn't, because of having had a discussion about it, I did pick a backup, and I actually went with Scanners from 1981.
Yes.
And I remember, my initial turn on to Scanners was as a child watching Wayne's World.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if everybody recalls the scene in Wayne's World, it's like, did anybody see that scene in Scanners where that dude's head blew up and then it shows Garth? And then I finally got to watch Scanners, and though it
did blow
up very well, and though this leans a little more sci-fi, with like it's horror sci-fi leaning more horror.
It's it's the fire starter.
Yeah, it is. It's very
horror.
very reminiscent of the fire starter, Drew Barrymore. But some of the effects in this, actually that scene in Scanners where that dude's head blows up is so well done. I don't know if you've ever gone through and watched that frame by frame for the actual explosion. The modeling that they used for that guy's head is fantastic because it is so hard to see that switch over to the explosion. When you watch that, it looks so good. But I really love Scanners. I think it's just really fun. Like I said, I tend to lean a little bit more towards like that psychic kind of stuff. I really like that in movies.
Right.
This has it. Michael Ironside's in it. You know, Total Recall and
Right.
some of those great.
Dark.
Starship Troopers. I mean, you lean a little bit more sci-fi, but like
That
still had a
70s
horror
show?
side. That's
That the
no,
same-
that's
It just, it
that's
just-
Red. I can't remember.
It's just that
RoboCop.
70s show.
Yeah.
Anyway, but no, Scanners is great. Some of my
I
honorable
don't know
mentions,
what you're
like
talking
going through '81. I mean, obviously Evil Dead was there, but I picked Scanners. But you had two of the best werewolf movies made
Yes,
ever
yeah.
in '81 with
Yep.
The American Werewolf in London and The Howling.
Which
My-
the Howling being far superior, and anyone says otherwise
I
is
agree.
a fucking poser, piece of shit,
I agree.
fucking asshole.
I won't go as far as to say the names, but yeah.
Fuck
I agree
you.
with you. I think The Howling is better than American Werewolf in London.
American Werewolf was so good. Fuck off, you bitch.
Dilly.
Do you agree?
I like
My
The
Bloody
Howling.
Valentine, which hits everything that you could want out of a slasher horror movie.
Yes, it's,
and-
I love the fact that we were talking before. My Bloody Valentine hits every trope before there was a trope.
Yeah, I mean you had the look, you had the killer, you had the weapon, you had everything.
I
that
just
you
think
wanted
My
in
Bloody
the killer.
Valentine stands as hard as it does because they didn't have a sequel.
And which is very possible. I mean,
Yes.
and, we
just
had
like
this-
just
had
like
a-
we
don't
talked
know,
about
yeah.
before on the other one, Friday the 13th. If it stood alone, if it didn't have a sequel, that happens when you have earthquakes. But you know what? It would have just stood the test of time if it just didn't have a sequel. Apparently, there's a ghost in this bitch that really likes sequels. Apparently, I don't know.
Or you had
God
My
damn,
Bloody
I love
So
that.
you know what? Fuck you. How about that?
And Seminole was 1981. Which
He's
was-
so nervous he keeps twitching his legs and the whole house shaking. I don't know.
Yeah, we said in Seminole was 81.
Yeah.
Enjoyable horror flick.
I didn't stop a beer review while a pipe burst in my basement. I sure as fucking not stopping
Stop
now.
for that. Halloween 2, like you said, you kind of have to take it in conjunction with the first
Oh
Halloween.
no!
Like
Halloween 2 would definitely be top of the list, but you need to really compare it to Halloween 1 as
Yeah,
like a
it's
whole
one
train.
solid-
It's one solid film.
It's your Lord of the Rings.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Kind of idea.
Yeah,
Like, you have
if I
Halloween,
watch
2, and
Halloween
you're back
1,
to back.
I will watch Halloween 2, but I never watch Halloween 2 before watching Halloween 1.
With the great no smoking signs in the hospital. or
Absolutely.
like the ashtrays in the hospital and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I like that
Different
because
times of-
when my dad was doing all the malls in the area, you used to be able to smoke right at Walden
Yeah.
Books and everything. There used to be cigarette places and stuff, so we
So,
were
yeah,
a
but-
stronger race back
But
then.
my 1981 is Evil Dead, and subsequently the Scanners.
So
because
which
of-
one do you pick?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna go with Evil Dead over Scanners.
So Evil Dead. So
Evil
why'd
Dead
you-
is-
why'd
Evil
you-
Dead is-
So why'd you
is
bring
it-
Scanners at all?
I brought Scanners
What?
because
Because you wanted more weight to carry because you felt manly?
two reasons.
Okay.
2 reasons.
I mean, what are we
One,
gonna do with it?
one because we had already talked about Evil Dead, and I
Okay.
didn't really want to get into like another kind of Evil Dead discussion
Yeah.
about how amazing it is,
Right.
because it is.
Okay.
There's a whole
But
episode
also
for that.
because I think Scanners needs to be mentioned. I feel like it's overlooked.
Well
a
then,
lot.
yeah. Well, congratulations.
I feel like it's overlooked a lot.
You
I think
mentioned
it's
Scanners. Who's the winner?
Shut up.
Evil Dead. Okay, you.
And I didn't want us all picking Evil Dead.
So this was a toughie for me because there's a lot of good
A
stuff
lot of
going
good
on.
stuff in 1981.
I was originally going to go with Galaxy,
And we are snuggle buddies.
and we are. I was going to go with Galaxy, but I figured I
Yeah,
want
it's
to
a good
reach out.
film. It's
Oh,
a really good and slug rape. Slug
rape scene, everything. But I think I'm going to go where my heart is, and it's a little bit of a family fun movie. It was a made-for-TV movie,
Okay.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow,
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, which
starring Larry Drake.
which is barely okay compared to the other ones.
What do you mean barely okay?
I'm just saying that you picked what go you do you.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow with Larry Drake is a fantastic film. Very supernatural, very paranormal, very spooky. very good slashery.
It's a fun family
It's
film.
a fun family film with
It's
no
made-
nudity,
made for-
no blood.
Oh my god, we always have to have the nudity in the blood.
Well, Paul's that kind
You always have to have
Paul
some type of
leads that way. He lets it.
stimulation.
Paul-
You can't
Paul's
have. Can't just use your
Paul's
imagination.
a slasher guy. Like you want.
I'm not saying
Have you ever watched
anything
Dark Knight?
bad about
I've
Dark
seen,
Knight.
I've only ever seen pieces of it. You know,
I'm
I'll-
not
I
saying
gotta
anything
be
about
honest.
it.
Let's just stop right there.
I
'cause
gotta
Might
be
be
honest.
one of Jerry
I
Drake's
gotta
best
be
films.
honest.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It's up there with Dr. Giggles.
Yeah.
But it's better than Dr. Giggles.
I did enjoy Dr. Giggles.
Larry Drake, hands down, already is an amazing actor.
Yes.
And underrated. But
Yes.
second of all, you have a Scarecrow. The storyline's great, but the Scarecrow as a killer.
Yes.
Scarecrows
But
are
the
just
Scarecrow's not the killer.
fucking
You
awesome.
never see the Scarecrow kill once,
You know he's a Scarecrow.
but you don't.
Scarecrow could kill people in scary stories.
You
It's
see
insane.
random things turn on and random things happen with no one actually doing it.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow is
Supernatural.
is my choice.
I
for
didn't say that you
1981.
were wrong.
And
I'm
it,
just
it to
saying.
me,
To you.
no match. I love Galaxy.
Yes.
Overrides Galaxy just by a hair.
How many times have you watched Dark Knight of the Scarecrow?
I own it.
How many times have you watched?
Probably 5.
How much times have you watched Galaxy of Terror?
I'll give it the same number, 5.
How many times have you watched Evil Dead?
Hundreds.
See, look,
Oh!
wait, time out. This is exactly why. This is exactly why
But
you
it's
have,
just-
you have to come up with your backup for 81 because otherwise you got 3 dudes telling you go watch Evil Dead.
But
best movie
realistically,
81.
though,
You're done.
There's
You're
like,
done. That's it.
You're
Everybody
right.
agrees. Well, yeah, but that's what it
Realistically.
is.
But
You have to know the
realistically,
backup.
We're gonna sit here. It's like picking your favorite child. Each one of them brings something special.
No,
to the
no, no,
table.
because
and
I
right
hate
now
that
I'm in the
young
mood
one.
for scarecrows that fucking kill people.
No, I'm sorry because the old one I think is shit. I like the young one. I can pick.
It's talking about kids, not the
Pick.
original and remake of Evil
He
Dead.
likes the remake of Evil Dead. That's
No,
what fucking
no,
funny.
no. I didn't even do my choice. You don't even know.
You
don't even know.
Okay, what do you got?
It happens to be Evil,
Evil
Dead.
Dead. I told you. That's exactly why you need to bring it back up for 81.
Okay, let me go through here real quick.
Hence Scanners.
Again, Scanners sucks.
Scanners did not suck.
It does.
Scanner. I mean, I don't know if I hold it to Evil Dead, but it was a good movie.
We
I
have
loved it.
horrible things happening because we have Just Before Dawn, we have Burial,
I
we have
almost
Dead
picked
and
The
Buried,
Howling, too.
we have Don't Go Into the Woods.
Why
we
did I
have
pick those?
all
I knew
these
you guys
fucking
would.
Beautiful films. We have House by the Summer. We have The Howling. My favorite werewolf
the best
film
werewolf
in
movie.
the
It is the best
world.
werewolf movie.
But if you go bar none, how many times have I watched the Howling to how many times have I watched Evil Dead? It's literally 10 to 100.
Yeah, I don't
I've
disagree.
watched this
I can't.
so
But
much.
there's movies.
And this film shows 81 verbatim, time period, the underground film movement, everything is culminated into this film. And if this film didn't happen, I don't think we'd have the films that we have today. 1981, The Evil Dead is the favorite
But
film.
you want 3 dudes telling you to go watch Evil Dead again.
Am I wrong?
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think Evil Dead is
No.
the best film. to come out
Apparently,
of
we have to throw both of these films away and go watch Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
I like Dark Knight.
What's your runner up? What's your runner up?
The Howling.
The Howling. I think that's a very good choice. 'Cause
Don't patronize me.
I almost picked The Howling too. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The fucking shut. I fucking love The Howling. Howling. Transformation scene in American Miracle.
So there you go. So we have Scanners,
Scanners.
Dark
I feel like
Knight of the
one more-
Scarecrow. Shut the fuck up. Scanners, Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, and the Evil Dead. Would you be unhappy with that trio?
Well, really,
That's a
really,
good-
really
that's a
what
good
you
set.
have.
That's
really,
a good trio.
Really, what you have a 4 set because you have Evil Dead, Scanners, Dark Knight Scarecrow, The Howling.
You can't sit on my table.
Evil Dead. All have Evil Dead. Everybody agrees.
Everyone agrees that Evil Dead is the
Evil
best.
Dead is the best out of 81.
But
I think
He has Scanners. You have Dark Knight and Scarecrow. I have Evil Dead. We sit at the cool table. We watch it and realize I'm the king of the
I'm
cool
talking about movies we don't put on just for fucking background sound.
No, I watch this.
I put that on and draw.
I don't.
Like I enjoy the movie. I know
If
what.
I put this
that's
on,
a
I
movie
can't-
I can put on and just know what's going on by listening to it. I don't need to watch the visuals. Where a movie like Dark Knight, it's a little bit more intuitive. Where I gotta
No.
sit and like
Let's get into
enjoy.
it. Deeper
Again,
breakdown of Evil Dead.
I'm gonna actually.
No, that's a whole podcast.
I
We have a
am going-
3-hour podcast on
I am
Evil Dead
gonna
already.
stop you in your own retort. You put Dark Knight of the Scarecrow on because you haven't watched it enough to know what everything is happening going on because you don't.
I think there's something
You
to
don't
say.
like it
I think
as
there's something that I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think, but there is something to say for the
If
fact.
you like Dark Knight of the Scarecrow so much, you can put it on without knowing what's going on, and you still know.
There's something to say for the fact that you're willing to watch that movie as much as you are. Like
I just feel
any
like
film that you're willing to do that with is good for you. Like it's good. Like as far as you're concerned, it is a great.
Do you say
film.
jerk concern?
So as long as you're jerking,
as long as you're jerking off to a movie, I love the Evil Dead. That's
think-
all I'm saying.
I'm telling you,
I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty.
There
fair to
is
say.
no nudity and no gore in Dark Knight of the Scarecrow, and certainly no tree.
Well, why does it need to be that?
Because
Well,
I'm lonely.
It's because
I'm
Paul-
lonely. I'm
Paul-
single and lonely.
Paul's a slasher guy.
I'm the guy that needs a little bit of hooey.
Slasher guy. Look,
Yeah,
and
at
these
least
films,
there's that girl in the beginning when I got. Never
and
mind.
some of these films, like your best film of the year, it says a little bit more about where you lean as far as what
And it
kind
actually,
of horror you
but the
like.
thing is, it shows you where the decade is at the time too.
Yeah, like
so.
that's an example of decade. Also examples.
Scanners, for example. What a
Yeah.
crap film that is. But it
by
shows
crap,
you
mean amazing film, but
the
like, yeah, I agree.
special effects
Yeah,
to
some of the
do
effects
that
they did.
film is, and like you said, they did that. I will say they did scanners before digital technology.
Oh, yes, all
before
the
anything
time.
like that. They didn't expect someone to go frame by frame by frame by frame, and
Yeah,
they still pulled it off.
And I looked at it hard. It wasn't like I was like, yeah, it's a good effect. No, I like frame by framed it.
Yeah.
It is well done.
Yeah, is that the one where they double layered the imagery, or where they filmed the dude and then they did the special effect underneath it, so when it exploded, they could just pull away with just their special effect prop?
To be honest,
Because I kind of feel like it's a way to pull it off.
I never
Yeah.
watched how they did the effect, but I'm telling you, if you watch that head explosion scene in Scanners, it is
No, it's good.
one of the best
It's
done
on point.
practical effects.
That's up
scenes
there
I've
with, I
seen.
think, with a lot of like werewolf transformations, especially like the howling and stuff. It's pretty advanced for its
Oh,
time.
like when Eddie Quist goes and
Yeah.
stuff like
The
that.
Yeah,
American Werewolf
like-
of London werewolf transformation is.
I'm sorry, God, you have Meatloaf Jack.
It's very well done.
Yeah, very well done. Yeah, they're all well done.
But-
They're all great films, and absolutely everyone should check out. And I think anyone taking from this should say, whether we defend the film or are against the film or with the film or whatever you want to call it, if we three say that this film is our film of that year of that decade, it's not necessarily is it the best film in the world. It's this film deserves your attention.
Yeah, absolutely. I think so too. And you know,
Even though my picks are better than yours.
well, it really says a lot about the kind of horror films that the individual likes.
No, absolutely, yeah.
Because like there's so many subgenres within the horror umbrella.
Umbrella.
I mean, like the slasher films. There's more thrillers. There's all that stuff.
I think we did a good job for 1981.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you guys, both of you, is: Are these solid films, or do you think your opinions will change in a couple months to a couple years?
Are you
Like,
kidding me?
Oh, I don't think Evil Dead's ever gonna change.
I'm not talking about Evil Dead. I'm talking about like
Uh,
other films. Like say, like you know,
Well,
like
Scanners always sucked.
you pick Scanners, but you think in like a couple months, like I'm just not in the mood for Scanners
Well,
right now.
see-
So
Well, now, here's the thing is though, we're picking films that literally we had the test of time to watch.
Yeah, and Scanners for me hits notes in a film that I personally
And by the way, I do
enjoy.
really like Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
I know you do. We've talked about this.
Yes.
We've actually had circle jerks to this movie.
Yes.
Like I'm not even
Yes,
kidding.
yes.
We sat there and
And I'm not going to change my opinion because
I
it's
wasn't there for it, 'cause I
February
never seen it.
fucking 2021. No, I still like it.
But yeah, like I Scanners is never gonna change for me, as far as
Is this
I
like with death?
enjoy.
Where's your like with death?
I enjoy
No, 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 no.
things with like psychics and stuff like that. I enjoy those kind of things.
Yeah.
I enjoy Michael Ironside. I enjoy those kind of flicks, so I can't imagine that this would ever
Yeah, it
change.
sucks.
There you go. Tastes good.
So I think for me that holds true.
Taste
And the
this.
fog.
Taste it.
no, it's
To go back to
I don't even
1980,
want- no,
the
I don't
fog's
even-
not going to change either.
That smells like
These
bad
films-
memories.
these films-
That smells like
Smell it.
bad memories.
Remember that night?
Oh,
Remember that
nope.
night?
I'm getting nauseous
Yeah.
smelling it.
Remember that?
That's a night I throw up on your cats right
Remember
there.
that waiter, Jean-Luc?
Ah!
So this has been ManiacsMeat.
Ah, sorry. He keeps on talking
I'm not
about
listening to that story. So.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been Paul.
Josh.
Mike.
Maniacs Meat podcast 80s review, decade review. We got 1981 in the back. We're coming back again for 1982, followed by 1983. And 1984, 5, 6, and 7 are going to be in probably a different location. This and that, maybe a little bit more, I don't know, fruité, a little bit more risque. I don't know. I'll probably not be wearing pants. We'll see you next time. This has been Paul P. News. Cheers.